Boli Sri Gajanan Swami Ki Jai. Devotees, welcome to what might very well be our penultimate service for the year, second to last service. I'm saying what might very well be because we don't know what will happen next week if we'll cancel too. But for this point in time, we're supposed to close next week unless something untoward happens. But welcome to you, those of you who have joined us online. And let me also welcome, especially this morning, Panit Umarat, who I've asked to come to join me this morning. Blessings, Vandaji. Nice to have you. So, devotees, we will begin as we normally do with our opening prayer. Let's concentrate as we seek the blessings of the divine. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Sri Ganeshaya Namah. Om Sri Saraswatyaya Namah. Om Shanno Mitraha Sham Varunah Shanno Bhavata Aryama Shanna Indro Brihaspati Shanno Vishnu Rurukrama Namo Brahmane Namastivayo Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishyami Ritang Vadishyami Satyang Vadishyami Tanmahamavatu Tadvaktaramavatu Avatu Maham Avatu Vaktaram Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Boli Sri Gajanan Swami Ki Jai. Bhai Jai, please be seated, devotees. So, devotees, we will proceed with our chaupais this morning. The feeling is to chant those chaupais. And then we'll go on to the Barha Akshar Mantra Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So, devotees, let's concentrate as we chant our chaupais. ते राम रामा जब ते राम ब्याही घर आई मिट नव मंगल मूल बधाई सखा धर्म में अशरथ जाकी जीतन कहन कतहुरी ताकी जय राम श्री रामा जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम राम जय जय सीता राम जय जय राम वह शोभायु समाज सुख कहतन बने खगेश और मैं शारद शेष सुती सुरस जान महेश सिया पति रामचंद्र की जय शरणम बंदो पवन कुमार खलबन पावक ज्ञान घन जासु हृदय आगर बसे ही राम शरचाप धरा ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते 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 वासुदेवाय ओम नमो वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। बोले श्री वासुदेव भगवान की जय। devotees, अच्छा, we will you have your prasad and so on, very of your prasad. While puja is being done, let us Panchadevata, simple kirtanam as we glorify these aspects of divinity. हे रंभ हरे जय हे रंभ हरे। 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 जय देवी हरे जय जय देवी हरे। जय देवी हरे जय जय देवी हरे। जय देवी हरे जय जय देवी हरे। जय दुर्गा हरे जय जय देवी हरे। जय शिव हरे जय जय शिव हरे। जय शिव हरे जय जय शिव हरे। जय शिव हरे जय जय शिव हरे। जय शिव हरे शिव शंकर हरे। जय विष्णु हरे जय जय विष्णु 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 हरे। आदित्य हरे जय आदित्य 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 हरे। जय राम हरे जय जय कृष्ण 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 हरे। जपा कर यही नाम मन बवरे। ओ जपा कर यही नाम मन बवरे। जपा कर यही नाम मन बावरे। ओ जपा कर यही नाम मन बावरे, जय राम हरे जय जय कृष्ण हरे, तो जपा कर यही नाम मन बावरे, जय राम हरे जय जय कृष्ण हरे, जपा कर यही नाम मन बावरे। बोले श्री पंचदेवता की जय। Concentrate on again, take flowers. जय अगिन देव। ओम अंग 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 ज्वलित मुखे अरुण माता वरुण पिता शांदिल गोत्र पावकानाम अग्नि देवाय नमोस्तुते। ओम आगच्छ देव देवेश तेजो राशि जगतपते क्रियामानां मया पूजां गृहान् सुरसत्तम। ओम नाना रत्न समायुक्तं कार्तस्वर विभूषितं आसनं देव देवेश प्रीचरितं प्रतिगृहीताम्। अगिन देवता आवाहनम समर्पयामि, स्नानम समर्पयामि, स्थापम समर्पयामि. Offer it one side right there on the leaf. Avahiyami pujayami. Right. Water around 3 times. Om Gangaschaiva Godavari Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalesmin Sannidhi Kuru. Om Brahmagnaye Namah. Shadhodak Snanam Samorpayami. Gayatri mantra jap everybody. Harihi Om Tat Sat, Harihi Om Tat Sat, Harihi Om Tat Sat. Om Bhurvah Swaha
Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat
Swaha.
Om Bhurvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat
Swaha.
Om Bhurvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat
Swaha.
Om Bhurvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat
Swaha.
Om Bhurvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha.
When I say Swaha, you repeat over a little bit. Om Prajapataye Swaha. Idam Prajapati Idam Namama. Om Indraye Swaha. Idam Indraye Idam Namama. Om Agnaye Swaha. Idam Agni Idam Namama. Om Somaye Swaha. Idam Somaye Idam Namama. Om Bhu Swaha. Idam Agnaye Idam Namama. Om Bhuva Swaha. Idam Vayavi Idam Namama. Om Swaha Swaha. Idam Suryaye Idam Namama. Om Ganganapataye Namah 11 times. Om Ganganapataye Namah Swaha.
Om Gam Ganapatye Namah Swaha. Om Gam Ganapatye Namah Swaha. Om Gam Ganapatye Namah Swaha. Om Gam Ganapatye Namah Swaha. Om Gam Ganapatye Namah Swaha. Om Gam Ganapatye Namah Swaha. Om Gam Ganapatye Namah Swaha. Om Gam Ganapatye Namah Swaha. Om Gam Ganapatye Namah Swaha. Om Gam Ganapatye Namah Swaha.
Devi. Om Hrim Shrim Chandikayai Namah Swaha. Om Hrim Shrim Chandikayai Namah Swaha.
Om Hrim Shrim Chandikayai Namah Swaha. Om Hrim Shrim Chandikayai Namah Swaha. Om Hrim Shrim Chandikayai Namah Swaha. Om Hrim Shrim Chandikayai Namah Swaha. Om Hrim Shrim Chandikayai Namah Swaha. Om Hrim Shrim Chandikayai Namah Swaha. Om Hrim Shrim Chandikayai Namah Swaha.
Kalima. Om Krim Kaliyai Namah Swaha.
Om Krim Kaliyai Namah Swaha. Om Krim Kaliyai Namah Swaha. Om Krim Kaliyai Namah Swaha. Om Krim Kaliyai Namah Swaha. Om Krim Kaliyai Namah Swaha. Om Krim Kaliyai Namah Swaha. Om Krim Kaliyai Namah Swaha. Om Krim Kaliyai Namah Swaha.
Mahalakshmi Ma. Om Sri Mahalakshmi Mata Bhyo Namo Namah Swaha.
Om Shri Mahalakshmi Mata Bhyo Namo Namah Swaha. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Mata Bhyo Namo Namah Swaha. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Mata Bhyo Namo Namah Swaha. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Mata Bhyo Namo Namah Swaha. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Mata Bhyo Namo Namah Swaha.
Saraswati Ma. Om Shri Hrim Saraswati Swaha.
Om Shri Hrim Saraswati Swaha. ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं सरस्वत्यै स्वाहा 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 ॐ श्रीं ह्रीं सरस्वत्यै स्वाहा।
12 अक्षर मंत्र। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय स्वाहा। ओम नमो भगवते
वासुदेवाय स्वाहा ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय स्वाहा ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय स्वाहा ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय स्वाहा ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय स्वाहा ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय स्वाहा ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय स्वाहा ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय स्वाहा ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय स्वाहा ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय स्वाहा ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
नारायण भगवान। ओम नमो भगवते नारायणाय स्वाहा।
ॐ नमो भगवते नारायणाय स्वाहा ॐ नमो भगवते नारायणाय स्वाहा ॐ नमो भगवते नारायणाय स्वाहा ॐ नमो भगवते नारायणाय।
ओम श्री सूर्याय नमः।
ॐ श्री सूर्याय नमः स्वाहा 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 ॐ श्री सूर्याय नमः स्वाहा।
ओम नमः शिवाय।
ॐ नमः शिवाय स्वाहा 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 ॐ नमः शिवाय स्वाहा।
ओम ब्रह्मग्नये नमः स्वाहा। श्री इष्टदेवाय स्वाहा। कुलदेवाय स्वाहा। अष्टांगदेवाय स्वाहा। ग्रामदेवाय स्वाहा। वास्तुदेवाय स्वाहा। सर्वदेवता सर्वदेवी भ्यो नमो नमः स्वाहा। All right, put this one on one side, get it big leaf. So we do Mrityunjay mantra. Everybody join together, we know Bij mantra, everything, right? Boli Shri Mahapati Mahadev ki Om Haum Om Jum Om Saha
ॐ भूर् ॐ भुवः ॐ स्वः ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्युर्मुक्ष्यमामृतात् ॐ स्वः ॐ भुवः ॐ भूर् ॐ स्वः ॐ जूं ॐ हौं ॐ नमः शिवाय स्वाहा ॐ हौं ॐ जूं ॐ सः ॐ भूर् ॐ भुवः ॐ स्वः ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्युर्मुक्ष्यमामृतात् ॐ स्वः ॐ भुवः ॐ भूर् ॐ सः ॐ जूं ॐ हौं ॐ नमः शिवाय स्वाहा ॐ हौं ॐ जूं ॐ सः ॐ भूर् ॐ भुवः ॐ स्वः ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्युर्मुक्ष्यमामृतात् ॐ स्वः ॐ भुवः ॐ भूर् ॐ सः ॐ जूं ॐ हौं ॐ नमः शिवाय स्वाहा ॐ हौं ॐ जूं ॐ सः ॐ भूर् ॐ भुवः ॐ स्वः ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्युर्मुक्ष्यमामृतात् ॐ स्वः ॐ भुवः ॐ भूर् ॐ सः ॐ जूं ॐ हौं ॐ नमः शिवाय स्वाहा ॐ हौं ॐ जूं ॐ सः ॐ भूर् ॐ भुवः ॐ स्वः ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्युर्मुक्ष्यमामृतात् ॐ स्वः ॐ भुवः ॐ भूर् ॐ सः ॐ जूं ॐ हौं ॐ नमः शिवाय स्वाहा ॐ हौं ॐ जूं ॐ सः ॐ भूर् ॐ भुवः ॐ स्वः ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्ष्यामामृतात् ॐ स्वः ॐ भुवः ॐ भूर् ॐ सः ॐ जूं ॐ हौं ॐ नमः शिवाय स्वाहा ॐ हौं ॐ जूं ॐ सः ॐ भूर् ॐ भुवः ॐ स्वः ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्ष्यामामृतात् ॐ स्वः ॐ भुवः ॐ भूर् ॐ सः ॐ जूं ॐ हौं ॐ नमः शिवाय स्वाहा ॐ हौं ॐ जूं ॐ सः ॐ भूर् ॐ भुवः ॐ स्वः ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्ष्यामामृतात् ॐ स्वः ॐ भुवः ॐ भूर् ॐ सः ॐ जूं ॐ हौं ॐ नमः शिवाय स्वाहा ॐ हौं ॐ जूं ॐ सः ॐ भूर् ॐ भुवः ॐ स्वः ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्ष्यामामृतात् ॐ स्वः ॐ भुवः ॐ भूर् ॐ सः ॐ जूं ॐ हौं ॐ नमः शिवाय स्वाहा ॐ हौं ॐ जूं ॐ सः ॐ भूर् ॐ भुवः ॐ स्वः ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्ष्यामामृतात् ॐ स्वः ॐ भुवः ॐ भूर् ॐ सः ॐ जूं ॐ हौं ॐ नमः शिवाय स्वाहा ॐ हौं ॐ जूं ॐ सः ॐ भूर् ॐ भुवः ॐ स्वः ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्ष्यामामृतात् ॐ स्वः ॐ भुवः ॐ भूर् ॐ सः ॐ जूं ॐ हौं ॐ नमः शिवाय स्वाहा
Neem leaf. Get 4 pieces, yeah. Put piece on the eastern side, Mala. Namaschandikaya Swaha. Alright, southern side. Om Krim Kaliyai Namah Swaha. In front of you. Lakshmi Mata Bhyo Namo Namah Swaha. Alright. Sri Saraswatyai Namah Swaha. Offer Google black tea sugar. Mixture of some sprinkle on the fire. Om Sarva Devata Sarva Devi Bhyo Namo Namah Swaha. Alright. Do Achman 3 times. Om Sarva Papa Harang Dibyam Gangeyang Nitmalam Jalam Achmanang Chamaya Dattam Grihatam Purushotamaha Brahmagnaye Namaha. Take a flower and fan the fire towards the berry 5 times. Om Banaspati Rasudbhuto Gandhadhyu Gandha Uttama Aghriyang Sarvadevanang Dhupoyam Pratigrihitam. Bow to the flame. Brahmagnaye Namaha. Alright, take a flower and we concentrate on Lakshmi Ma. Om Namostestu Mahamaye Sri Pithe Sur Pujite Shankha Chakra Gadahaste Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Namaste Garura Rudhe Kola Sur Bhayankari Sarva Papa Hare Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Sarvagye Sarva Varade Sarva Dushta Bhayankari Sarva Dukha Hare Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Siddhi Buddhi Prade Devi Bhukti Mukti Pradayini Mantra Murti Sada Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Shvetambardhare Devi Nana Lankara Bhushite Jagatschite Jaganmatar Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Lakshmi Karutu Kalyanam Arogyam Sukha Sampadam Mama Shatru Vinashaya Deepa Jyotir Namostute. Siddheshwari Mahalakshmi Mata Namo Namaha. Patibari Deya Bhautiri Frame. Boliye Shri Raja Ramchandra Ki Jai. Devotees, this morning, as about discourse, I have decided to take a discourse from Sri Ramcharitamanas. And this katha is based upon the incidents that led up to the marriage, as we say, of Bhagwan Sri Ram and our Shakti Sri Sita Ma. Not too far from now, that celebration, the date itself is being observed, Ram Janki Vivaha. So we will look at this discourse, and of course, there'll be a bit of deeper philosophy in it, which will help us in life. But these are the incidents that lead up to the marriage of Sri Ram and Sita. So as we prepare ourselves to listen to this, reflect upon the glories of Sri Ram in this way, we will seek the blessings of that divine praise him. Who is Sri Ram? Sri Ram, Ram Brahm, Paramarthi Rupa, Avigat Alak, Anadi Anupa. That Sri Ram is the infinite Brahm, but Sagun Brahm. He is Nirgun as well as Sagun. Ram Brahm, Paramarthi Rupa. He is the form of the supreme objective to be achieved. Imperceptible, unknown, incomparable. That's Sri Ram. He is everywhere. Hari Vyapak Sarvatra Samana. So devotees, the simple bhajan recognizes the infinite nature of this Lord, power, and we surrender to him. प्रभु तेरे चरण कमल बलिहारी, 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 तुम पितु माता विश्व विधाता, तुम पितु माता विश्व विधाता, सब जीवन हितकार, प्रभु तेरे चरण कमल बलिहारी, प्रभु तेरे चरण कमल बलिहारी, प्रभु तेरे रचना सारी अचरज भारी, रचना सारी अचरज भारी, सब जग पालनहार, प्रभु तेरे चरण कमल बलिहारी, प्रभु तेरे चरण कमल बलिहारी, प्रभु तेरे घट घट गामी अंतरयामी, घट घट गामी अंतरयामी, सकल भुवन आधार, प्रभु तेरे चरण कमल बलिहारी। प्रभु तेरे चरण कमल बलिहारी, प्रभु तेरे ब्रह्मानंद सब सुख कंद, ब्रह्मानंद सब सुख कंद। सुन लो मेरी पुकार, सुन लो मेरी पुकार, प्रभु तेरे चरण कमल बलिहारी। कमल बलिहारी, कमल बलिहारी, कमल बलिहारी, कमल बलिहारी, तेरे चरण कमल बलिहारी। प्रभु तेरे चरण कमल बलिहारी, प्रभु तेरे चरण। बोलिए श्री राजा रामचंद्र की जय। Now devotees, we wouldn't go into too much background. We are all familiar, aware of the Katha. Sita Mata, the daughter of Raja Janak, Chunaina, Rani. Sita Mata, Adi Shakti appearing out of the earth. All these Kathas we are fully aware of. Sri Ram, the Lord manifest, Bhaiya Lakshman. They are accompanied Vishwamitra Muni to Siddhpit Ashram, where Sri Ram, Lakshman championed the cause of the sages in destroying other demonic forces who were impediment of this work in the path of the yajna, sacrifices that these sages were making. Success came. Sita Mata was, according to the tradition at that point in time, of marriageable age. And so a special ceremony would be held to select a bridegroom for Sri Sita Ma. This ceremony was referred to as swayamvara. But in this swayamvara, it was different from others in that in other swayamvara, the dulhin or the prospective bride would go around and choose her husband. But in this case, there was a physical test that had to be undergone before one can get married to Sita. And what it was? A bow. This bow was very, very heavy, it is said. Referred to as a bow of Lord Shiva. Now, Janak once performed intense tapasya, and as a reward he asked to see the Lord with the physical eyes of his. And this bow was given to him. He was told to worship this bow. And because of this, through the medium of this bow, he would be able to see that infinite in human form. Janak did as he was told. And many years passed. Sita appeared out of the earth, etc. Now it is said this bow was so very heavy, 500 men had difficulties in moving it. And one day, Sita very playfully with one hand, she moved that bow. Janak saw that, and he took a vow that the person to be married to my daughter Sita must be able to pick up this bow and string it. And so to clarify what stringing the bow means, there is a wooden part of the bow and there is a string. The bow is not always strong. Only when time to get to fight, as it were, the warrior would bend that bow and string it. So it means that this bow was unstrung at that point in time. the wooden part there, and the string was free. So the vow Janak took was that the person to be married to Sita must be able to pick up this bow firstly, secondly, string it. Only then would that person be qualified to marry Sita. For if Sita could move this bow with one hand, her husband must be much more powerful than that. So devotees, all the settings here. In Sipita Ashram, Vishwamitraji received invitation to attend the swayamvara. And with great joy in his heart, in the company of Sri Ram and Lakshmanji, they went to Janakpur, for the purpose of witnessing, if not to participate in that swayamvara. Now Sri Ram was 15 years of age at this point in time. So bear the ages in mind. In those days, child marriage was the norm. The arrival of Vishwamitra in the company of Sri Ram and Lakshman, two very, very handsome children, created quite a stir in that Janakpur. Janak himself, excited to come into contact with a great sage like Vishwamitra, perhaps is once in a lifetime experience. Not easy to come into contact with such great sages. Vishwamitra devotees was well known, and as a matter of fact, he was the one who performed so much tapasya and caused that Gayatri mantra to be released. Vishwamitra, very, very powerful. We won't go into his katha, for it will take away from Sri Ram's katha. Devotees, Raja Janak, when he saw the great sage Vishwamitra, welcomed him, offered to him a special seat upon which to sit. And he decided to perform puja, worshipping Raja Janak. Tulsidas, in a very beautiful way, he summarized. Janak, worshipping Vishwamitra, was in his mind, looking at Sri Ram and Lakshman. Deep down he felt that either one of them would be a more suitable match for his daughter, Sita. But he said nothing yet. He worshipped Vishwamitra. Then what happened? Let's listen. Uratnare naina bake muni sangha balaka ke Ratnare naina bake muni sangha balaka ke Ratnare naina bake muni sangha balaka ke राजा पूछो सुनो मुनि जी ये दो बालक का के राम ये दो बालक का के राजा पूछो सुनो मुनि जी ये दो बालक का के राम ये दो बालक का के कौन घर में जन्म लियो है का है नाम पिता के रत्नारे नैना बाकी मुनि संग बालक का के रत्नारे रवि शशिकोटि बदन की शोभा श्याम गौतम जाके राम श्याम गौतम जाके रवि शशिकोटि बदन की शोभा श्याम गौतम जाके राम श्याम गौतम जाके राम लक्ष्मण नाम जाके दशरथ नाम पिता के रत्नारे नैना बाके मुनि संग बालका के रत्नारे बसंत वैजंती माला कृत मुकुट सिर जाके रामा कृत मुकुट सिर जाके कृत बसंत वैजंती माला कृत मुकुट सिर जाके रामा कृत मुकुट सिर जाके ऋषि तारयो चरण छुआ एक सुताने बहना पाके मुनि संग बालका के रत्नारे पसंद है जनची माला पीत मुकुट सिर जाके राम पीत मुकुट सिर जाके गौतम ऋषि की नारी अहिल्या तारयो चरण छुआ के रत्नारे नैना भागे मुनि संग बालका के रत्न यज्ञ पूरन करके अब आए गृह राजा के राम आए गृह राजा के ऋषि की यज्ञ पूरन करके अब आए गृह राजा के राम आए गृह राजा के आय विपति जब हरि सामने कारज साधसिया के रत्नारे नैना बाकी मुनि संग बालका के रत्नारे सखी सिया मांगे पूजन चली उमा के राम पूजन चली उमा के सभी सखी सिया मांगे पूजन चली उमा के राम पूजन चली उमा के तुलसीदास भी आज बनी है रेखा लिखा विधना के रेखा लिखा विधना के रत्नारे नैना बाकी मुनि संग बालका के रत्नारे नैना बाकी मुनि संग बालका के रत्नारे नैना बाकी मुनि संग बालका के रत्नारे. After having worshipped devotees, Raja Pusho Sunu Muni ji, ye do balak kaki. Then the king, most reverentially, as we say, great reverence, clasping his hands, bobbing to Vishwamit, smiling face, he's saying, "O Holy One, who are these two boys? Where have they come from? What is their lineage?" For he's investigating whether they are qualified by lineage and otherwise to become his son-in-law, the consort of Sita. Vishwamit smilingly said, "These two young boys, handsome, very, very charming as they were, one dark in color, one clear in color. The dark one, his name is Sri Ram. The clear one, Lakshmanji. They are the sons of the monarch of Ayodhya Puri, Raja Dasha." So background taken care of. Background important in marriage, devotees. So Raja Dasharat wanted to get someone from the right background, so here he felt good. They have royal background. Then Vishwamitra, he mentioned, "O king, these two, they have just championed the cause of the sages. Sri Ram was responsible for liberating the consort of Gautam Rishi, Ahilyama, destroying various demonic forces. Now they have come to your kingdom to witness the swayamvara of your daughter Sri Sita." Janak was very happy, but yet he felt a bit depressed. The question in his mind, would Sri Ram or Lakshman, either one of them, be able to pick up that bow and swing it when 500 men had difficulties in moving it? So he dared not think. But you know, it is said, "Asha dukhasya karanam." Expectation is the cause of unhappiness. So he was scared to go there with that expectation. And there are times when we just have to, as we say, let the chips fall where they may. For certain things are beyond us. Destiny determines everything. So Dashra devotees didn't want to set up, Janak did not want to set up himself by thinking that one of these, will swing that bow. That was a deterrent. Would they be able to pick up that bow and swing it? He said nothing. Devotees, Sita Mata, at this point in time, remember she was 6 years of age, but a very mature 6. She had qualified in all fields of education, learning and so on. She was advised by her mother to go into the flower garden. There's a beautiful Devi Mandir. "Sita, you're about to be married. You do not know who your consort will be. But pray to Gauri Ma, and through her grace, through her blessings, she will provide you with the right husband. Sita Mata devotees did as she was advised. And while praying, it is said, that same point in time, Sri Vishwamitra sent Sri Ram and Lakshman to the same flower garden to pluck flowers. And as fate ordained devotees, everything is destined in some way. One of the friends of Sita, walking everywhere, she came into contact with Sri Ram and Lakshman face to face. And she was spellbound. Even the sages become spellbound on seeing Sri Ram, especially. She went back to the temple and told Sita and the others, come see. And devotees, they followed her where Sri Sita Mata saw Sri Ram. Now remember, Sri Ram is Brahm, Sita Mata is Shakti. And devotees, this is the first time, it is said, in the avatar, when Brahm and Shakti came into contact with each other. Many say it was love at first sight in the part of Sita Ma, but devotees, remember, this is Puran Prem. This romance, so to speak, is older than creation. For Brahman and Shakti always coexist. Even when there is nothing, Brahman and Shakti always coexist, Sri Ram and Sita. But in the physical plane, it was the first time they saw each other. And when Sita Mata looked at Sri Ram, she took a quick glimpse from head to foot. But in that small microsecond, so to speak, that form of Sri Ram, that subject was indelibly imprinted in her heart. That one glimpse. She took in everything. She closed her eyes and she was spellbound. This was her master, the eternal Purush. Devotees, they decided to go back to the temple to pray. Sita Mata before was praying, Lord, Ma, bless me with a good husband. Now, she didn't want to say, I have seen someone, but in the heart, we all know, she knew who she would like. She didn't say it, but the mother knows the heart, devotees. Sita Mata went back, she worshipped Devi, she prayed. Jai Jaga Janani, Jai Shankari, Jaya Bhuvaneshwari, Gaja Gauri, Jaya Shubhakarani, Jai Varadayini, Jai Shubharamani, Trishul Pani. Visualize Mata devotees if you can. She is Varadayini. You give her wounds. Most compassionate. Jai Jaga Janani, Jai Shankari. Jai Jaga Janani, Jai Shankari. Jaya Bhuvaneshwari, Gaja Gauri, Jaya Bhuvaneshwari, Gaja Gauri, Jaya Shubhakarani, Jaya Varadayini, Jaya Shubhakarani, Jaya Varadayini, Jaya Shubharamani, Trishul Pani. Jai Shubharamani, त्रिशूलपाणि जय जग जननी जय शंकरी जय भुवनेश्वरी अजगरी जय भुवनेश्वरी अजगरी जय शुभकरणी जय वरदायिनी जय शुभकरणी जय वरदायिनी हे जय वरदायिनी माँ जय वरदायिनी हे जय वरदायिनी जय शुभकरणी जय शुभकरणी जय वरदायिनी जय शुभरमणि त्रिशूलपाणि जय शुभरमणि जय शुभरमणि जय शुभरमणि त्रिशूलपाणि जय जग जननी जय शंकरी Devotees, we have always maintained sincere prayer brings results. And that murti, many people say it is inert. It's an idol. They condemn idol worship. Not at all. Not Lord present in every single atom of creation. As I've mentioned time and again, air is everywhere. You don't see it, even though you can feel it, etc. But if you cool it, at any point in space, it liquefies. If further cooled, it can solidify. So to that infinite, all places, we can see, we can bring it to life if we can produce the cooling effect. It is the devotee who has to do it. You have to have faith, belief, confidence, love, firmness of practice, etc. These qualities can be compared to the cooling effect. Devotees, anybody prays with this attitude, things happen. Sita prayed most sincerely. Most sincerely. And you know what? Tears began to flow from the eyes of that murti. There was a mala about the murti's neck. And as Sita prostrated, that mala broke off and fell on Sita Mata's head. Now, if that was coincidental, tell me if this is coincidental. Words emanated out of that murti. Sunasiya satya sisa hamari, pujahi mana kamna tumhari. O Sita, listen to my blessings which are infallible. Whatever you have in your heart shall come to fulfillment. Pujahi mana kamna tumhari Sita. That murti spoke, devotees. Words emanated out of it. Could this be coincidence? In other words, Sita Mata's prayer, at this point in time, all the signs were that it will come to fulfillment. It will come to fulfillment. Sita Mata, reassured, she went back home, and now, the day for the swayamvara, preparations were made. There was a huge amphitheater, and there was a raised platform on which that bow, after great struggle, was placed. And thousands assembled. Many assembled to try to see if they could pick up that bow, some out of curiosity, some out of, let me don't define it too much. But you know, you have different emotions in every assembly. You have different emotions. But I should mention amongst them was Ravan. So Ravan devotees, he would have his own agenda. Banasur. Ravan, very old man, he wanted to marry a 6-year-old. Check. Now that could be political also. To establish an alliance as we say, with Janak. To make himself even more invincible. So political agenda, you have lustful agenda, curiosity, different types of agenda. Sri Ram, Lakshmanji, Vishwamitra Muni, they also took their seat. And devotees, the proclamation was issued that whoever would pick up this bow and string it would win the hand of Sita. And who wouldn't want to win the hand of Sita? To establish such alliance with that great powerful Raja Janak. Devotees, the proclamation was issued. And one of the very first to rush that bow was Ravan. Ravan. And Ravan, devotees, he couldn't even shake the bow. He was defeated. His pride was humbled. And his conclusion, that bow has ubya, jadoo. Thereby we can't lift it. Banasur, many other demonic forces, devotees, powerful, king after king. Not one of them could even shake that bow. Janak was very despondent. Sri Ram did not go, neither did Lakshmanji. Both of them were sitting with the great sage Vishwamitra, looking on. Janak, very depressed. When all these powerful warriors, so to speak, rushing forward firstly, tried and all failed, Janak stood up and he made some caustic remarks. I never thought that in this world there were no longer any men. My daughter moved this bow with one hand, and there isn't one amongst you who can even shake this bow. Devotees, actually, he hurled insults at all present. Lakshman became very angry. Sri Ram said nothing. Lakshman stood up and said, Janak, careful what you are saying. How dare you make such assertions in the presence of Raghukul Bhushan Sri Ram? Now he didn't mind himself, but Sri Ram, how dare you say such things in the presence of Sri Ram? Janak, devotees, Lakshman became angry. And that anger of his, the earth began to quake, right there and then. The anger of Lakshman, devotees, the earth began to quake. Mysterious things were happening. Then Sri Ram looked at Lakshman, gave him a sign. Sit, bhai, sit, be quiet. And no matter what state of mind Lakshman was, when his elder brother spoke to him, he sat down, he listened. Bhatri Prem Ramayangavi, small little lessons from scriptures, devotees. So devotees, what would happen now? Then Vishwamitra smilingly, he looked at Sri Ram and said, Sri Ram, you go. When everybody tried and failed miserably, all the insults were hurled and so on, when Lakshman responded in the same caustic fashion, everything was calm now. Vishwamitra said, Sri Ram, you go. And devotee Sri Ram stood up and they said, bobbing to Vishwamitra, Vidya Guru, he went to that bow and he stood there. So you picture now Sri Ram, this child, 15 years of age, and I call him a child compared to those hardback old men like Ravan and Banasur and others. Right? Very tender-looking, frail-looking Sri Ram, comparatively speaking. Devotees, Sri Ram stood there. Janak groaned, as if rubbing salt in the wound. Big men couldn't even shake the bow. Now a little boy coming to try to shake this bow, pick it up, in his own thinking. Sita Mata, devotees, sitting on that pavilion where she would sit there looking on, very distressed. And you can imagine when she saw Ravan coming first, what her thinking would be like. If he picked up this bow, what would happen? I have to marry that dusht. And so to everyone, all the others, because her mind was set on Sri Ram. And she remembered Devi Ma blessings. Sunasya Satya Si Samari, Puja Himana Kamna Tumhari, She was hoping. What has happened? Now Sri Ram is there. But Sri Ram pick up that bow and swing it. That bow with so many powerful warriors couldn't even shake. Devotees. Janak, very distressed now. This is like rubbing salt into the wound. My daughter would seem to remain unmarried as it were. She doesn't have a future. What is this? And now look what is happening. More insult. More insult. Insult to injury. This little boy is coming to try to pick up this bow. Perhaps he didn't know before that small axe cut down big trees. Devotees. Yagyavalkya Muni says, Bharadwaji, listen. Kagbhushan speaking to Garuda. Bhagwan Shankar relating Katha to Goddess Parvati. They all said, when Sri Ram wished to that bow, he looked at that bow as an eagle looking at a snake. The eagle could devour the snake at any moment. When Lakshman saw Sri Ram looking at the bow with intent, all the hair in his body stood on end. All the hair in his body stood on end. He knew something was about to happen. Bhagwan Shankar is saying, Goddess, listen.
कहत बोले बचन चरण छाप ब्रह्मंड सिया पति रामचंद्र की जय शरण।
लक्ष्मण जी ने देखा कि श्री रामचंद्र ने शिव जी की धनुष को ताका तो पुलकित शरीर हो पृथ्वी को चरणों से दबाकर बोले. When Lakshman saw what was about to take place, he knew what was about to take place. He placed his foot firmly upon the ground and he said something. And devotees, he was proactive because, you see, in his mind, when I spoke just now in anger, the earth quaked. Now Sri Ram is going to break that bow. Lakshman knew. What will happen? What will happen? If I only spoke in anger and the earth quaked, imagine the displacement that would take place when Sri Ram would break that bow. So what he did? Yagyavalkya said, Bharadwaj, listen.
Dishi kunjarahu राम चाहि रामा राम चाहि शंकर धरि ओ सजग सुनि आयसि मोह जय राम श्री राम जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम राम जय जय सीता राम जय जय राम।
dishi kunjaru kamat ahikola. Drahu dharani dhir dharidhir nadola. Lakshman placed his foot firmly upon the ground, and according to what we may term to be Hindu mythology, we have certain forces that hold the earth in place. Like the elephants that guard the cardinal points, there's the divine tortoise, the divine serpent, the divine bow. Lakshmanji appealed to these four powerful forces. He Dikpal, he Kashyap, he Shesh, he Varaha, Prithvi ko dharan ke rahu. Hold the earth firm, O you powerful forces. Tejas Rakna, be courageous, be strong. Dolna mat, don't allow the earth to rock. Why? Rama chahi Shankar tanudhura. Tura. See, Ram has a desire to break this bow of Bhagwan Shankar. Listen to my instructions. Hohu sujag suni ayasumura. Listen to my agya. Stay firm, become alert, aware. Sri Ram is about to break this bow. Now, devotees, just without too much elaboration, the Hindu mind had already unraveled a lot of mysteries of the universe, even up to now. And science is discovering as we go along more and more. Many secrets in the Vedas, secrets in Devi Bhagavad. Many of us, we take it on the superficial level. But a lot of these secrets of the universe are encoded in scriptures. So just to put it here, these four, science has told us that there are two strong forces and two weak forces that hold everything in place. Like for instance, there is electromagnetic force, there is the force of gravity, rotational force. Those who do science would know what we are speaking about. But Hinduism has personified these forces. That, the earth is rotating, there's gravitational pull, right? This rotation, there's centripetal force, centrifugal force, different forces acting upon the earth. Hinduism has personified all these forces. So Lakshman literally was appealing to the forces of Nitya to stay strong, stay firm, don't rock. Because there is supposed to be a happening, an incident that could very well trigger serious displacement. So in other words, devotees, this is not about elephant and tortoise and, divine bow and divine serpent. This is the secret you have to break, the code you have to break. Forces in Nitya. So science, I believe the last time I heard of it was two strong forces and two weak forces. So just to mention that to the young ones, in case you think that we are so primitive, that we see elephants guarding the cardinal points, and the space age, where would elephants be? Have you ever seen any while traveling? Not elephants, you're going to see elephants. Elephant, strong, powerful. That is one of the strong force. Okay? So devotees, let's move on. And if I keep saying, our scriptures have a lot of secrets. We cannot stop at the surface only. You have to go to different levels. There's the surface level, mythology, devotees, cosmological, and there's metaphysical. You have to go. This is cosmological we are talking about here. The superficial level, elephants guarding the cardinal points. Cosmological, there are forces in Nitya. And metaphysical, it will apply to every one of us. We may come to that shortly. So devotees, as Sri Ram approached that bow, there were present were many men and women who were good people. You always have sane and sober people, as you always have mad people all around. So those sane and sober ones, when they saw Sri Ram approaching that bow, they thought to themselves that this Sri Ram is the best match for Sri Sita. So they all began to pray to the Ishtadev. O Ishtadev, that form that they choose to worship, if we have done anything good in our lives, let the merits of our actions come in the form of strength into the arms of that child. Let him be the one to break that bow. Let him be the one to break that bow. So devotees, they prayed. But of course, this would be maybe in a minority, maybe. Some were there, they couldn't care less, just observing. Very fast people, no? Like the mind of the business. And those who came to participate with ulterior motives. You always have all kind in an assembly. All kind, even here. You have all kind. Decide where you fall. Devotees, now Bhagwan Shankar is relating to Goddess Parvati. To Tulsi is saying, at that point in time, different emotions existed. As I said, as in every assembly, every congregation, different emotions existed. So, people had doubts. Could that child pick up that bow? Sabkat Sanshay, Aru Agyanu. Ignorance existed. False pride existed. Devotees, different, even unhappiness. Sita Mata sitting there and very depressed. What had happened? Sunainama, very depressed, unhappy. Raja Janak, what was his condition? Already angry, already depressed, already disappointed. Devotees, all kind of emotions existed at that point in time. All kinds of emotions existed. And you know what? Tulsidas, in his literary brilliance, he used an analogy. What does he say?
पवर मोहित पई चढ़े जाय सब संग बनई राम बाहुबल सिंधु अपार राम चहत पार नहीं तू कन्हारा राम बाहुबल सिंधु अपार चहत पार नहीं
Shambhu Chap Var Vohit Pai. Devotees, all these emotions came about because of what? The bow of Bhagwan Shankar. Because Sri Ram picked up that bow and broke it, swing it. So, Tulsidas is saying they were all like passengers. Right? This bow was like the raft. But the strength in the arms of Sri Ram, the depthless ocean. Yeah? The question is, they're all like passengers on this boat, sailing on the depthless ocean of the strength in Sri Ram's arms. But there was one big problem. There was no boatman. No boatman. Meaning what? None amongst them could have with conviction say, yes, Sri Ram is going to pick up that boat and break it. Nobody. Uncertainty, doubts. As a matter of fact, I like to use a term, thoughtlessness. You begin with an emotion, but then you're so carried away by it, you reach a point, you do not know, yes or no. You do not know. You cannot think, yes or no. Thoughtlessness. Refer to it as Shambhavupai, from Shaivism perspective. Yeah? So this is where the inner part is coming in. The inner workings of the mind, all of us. The Katha is not about Sri Ram broke the bow already. What does that mean to me? Now we have to work and see what happens inside of us. Devotees, so these doubts exist in all of us at a point in time. Nobody could convince anybody else that yes, Sri Ram is going to break that bow. Sri Ram devotees standing there, and he looked around and he saw everybody perfectly still. Now that's a good thing, at least everybody paying attention to what taking place. In any congregation, you might find a small percentage paying attention, and another percentage distracted all about, you know. We all know that. But at this point in time, tamasha, all eyes were there, everybody focusing. What is happening? Or what is going to happen? What will happen? So when Sri Ram looked around, what he saw?
राम विलोके रसभ चित्तलिखे से देख राम चित्तलिखे से देख चितैसी कृपातन जाने विकल अभिषेक सिया पति रामचंद्र की जय चरण.
When Sri Ram looked around the devotees, to him it was like a picture painted. Nobody moving. Everybody's fixed in one particular way, staring. That's the important thing, eh? Motionlessness. Motionlessness. You see, this is the journey to breaking the bow. Right? Emotions, you reach to a point of thoughtlessness. Chora kar kam dunya roka vishayo man apne. जीत कर नींद आलस को रहो एकांत में न्यारा. Devotees, बैठ आसन जमा करके त्याग मन के विचारों को. This sage is very, very intelligent, you know. बैठ आसन, sit where you are. Sit, बैठ आसन जमा करके, freeze yourself to the position, unmoving. Don't jump all over like crapo. Stabilize, settle. And you know what? बैठ आसन जमा करके त्याग मन के विचारों को. No thoughts in your mind. No thoughts. त्याग मन के विचारों को. I'm sure even now many listening but you're still thinking other things. I know, you know. Difficult to focus on this kind of thing. You know why? Because if you focus, you get liberation quickly. It ain't so easy. Your karmas militate against you. Believe me. Devotees, but this is the journey. So this motionlessness, they're all sitting there, staring on for whatever reason, right? No thinking. The emotions were there, but yes or no, thoughtlessness. Follow? The conditions that, you know, happen to be a prelude to Sri Ram breaking the bow, and I shall tell you what that bow is in each of us. Follow what I am saying. It's an internal journey, not outside. That happened already. It's for us inside, for those who want to go there. And those who want to go there will be free. Those who don't want to go there will live and suffer. You have a choice. You have a choice. So devotees, Sri Ram, what he did? He looked at where Sita Mata was sitting. Chitai si kripayatana. Jani vikal vishesh. When he looked at Sita Mata, body language, very, very depressed. Very, very depressed. Vishesh Vyakul, very distressed. In her mind, what could be going through? She doesn't know. Yes, Mata blessed her, you shall have what you want. But what is happening here? You know, militates against that blessing she got in her thinking. Could this happen? Or is it an impossibility? You see, this is where sometimes our faith is tested. That to be so, do I believe in it? Sita Mata devotees want to believe in it, but she's very depressed because it's not happening. Things are not happening. And what went before could create some doubt within the mind. Unhappiness, depression. But Sri Ram devotees, he came there for Sita Mata to satisfy her cause. And so, realizing that 1 second was like a kalp, a long, long time. You know, when you're in pain, 1 second drags on, and when you're happy, everything going good. Finish already? So quick. Time fly. Time doesn't fly. Neither does it drag. Our circumstances and the state of the mind reacting to these external stimuli determine how we feel. In other words, it is within our power to control that, devotees, if you have the mind properly stabled. It's a different topic. Now Sri Ram is thinking, when the crops have already dried, then the rains fall. To what avail? When somebody has already died, you put them into a pond with amrit nectar. To what avail? To what avail? When an opportunity has already gone, to sit down and regret, does it help? In other words, he's thinking to himself, there's a time to do what you have to do. A time. Devotees, a bit of advice from the sages. Simple bhajan we all know.
जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई, अब रैन कह जो सोवत है। उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई, अब रैन कह जो सोवत है। जो जागत है सो पावत है, जो सोवत है सो खोवत है। जो जागत है सो पावत है, जो सोवत है सो खोवत है। तू कर नींद के आंखें खोल जरा, और अपने प्रभु से ध्यान लगा। उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई, अब रैन कहा जो सोवत है। यह प्रीति करन की रीत नहीं, प्रभु जागत है तू सोवत है। यह प्रीत करन की रीत नहीं, प्रभु जागत है तू सोवत है। जो कल करना सो आज करने, जो आज करना सो अब करने।
This is the advice to the devotees. Procrastination is the thief of time. What is to be done tomorrow, do it today. What is to be done today, do it now. Tomorrow never comes. Jago, musafir.
जो कल करना सो आज कर ले, जो आज करना सो अब कर ले। जब चिड़ियों ने चुग खेत लिया, फिर पछताए क्या होवत है। जब चिड़ियों ने चुग खेत लिया, फिर पछताए क्या होवत है। नादान भुगत करनी अपनी, ऐ पापी पाप में चैन कहा। उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई, अब रैन कहा जो सोवत है। जब पाप की गठरी शीश धरी, फिर शीश पकड़ क्यों रोवत है। जब पाप की गठरी शीश धरी, फिर शीश पकड़ क्यों रोवत है। उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई, अब रैन कह जो सोवत है। जो जागत है सो पावत है, जो सोवत है सो खोवत है। उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई, अब रैन कहा जो सोवत है।
Devotees, which one of us could honestly say at some point we didn't regret that we failed to make use of an opportunity? Somewhere. All of us. If I had done this, if I had done that, if I had done that. And why? Because we procrastinate the good things of life. And the advice is, devotees, Sri Ram thinking, why wait? When the crops have dried, if rains fall, no use. When a man is already dead, Amrit is of no use. In other words, Sita in distress, right? why prolong this agony? I need to do something. And devotees, Sri Ramchandraji, he bowed Guru. Guru hi pranam nahi man kinha. Which Guru this one was? Devotees, he bowed to Vishwamitra, Vidya Guru. But Guru Vasisht, who was his Diksha Guru, as well Vidya Guru, in Ayodhya Puri. Notice the attitude of Sri Ram. Never forget the Guru. That Guru guided him. You know, devotees? He bowed to that Guru in Ayodhya Puri. Sri Ram, Maryada Purushottam. Yeah? He bowed to that Guru. And then devotees, as Ramayana says, he picked up that bow. And to put it simply, you know, the motions could be discrete. I pick it up, I try to string it, discrete motions, but nothing discrete about this. When I say discrete, you know, you can't differentiate. Like everything in one, continuous, a continuum. He picked it up, he strung it, and when he did that, nobody could see to differentiate between the actions. Picking up, stringing it, breaking it. But all they were aware of, that there Sri Ram was standing, the bow broke in two pieces, and the earth began to quake. The Dikpal, Noel, and fellows, they couldn't hold the earth in place. The earth began to quake. Displacement, power, energy, devotees. And what can I say? What about the human beings who were there? Some collapsed, some closed their eyes, and they today believe that they have seen a miracle. They have seen the Lord, the all-powerful Lord. And devotees, there were those like Ravan. He didn't remain to see because he wasn't qualified to see. He left, you know. Yes, Sri Ram was standing and two pieces of the bow. Devotees, Tulsidas summarized it. I will summarize it simply, devotees. The bhajan, as it says. Imagine the joy of Sita Mata. You think Devi Mata's blessings will fall? You think the Guru's blessings will ever fall? No, devotees. Don't have doubts. But everything takes place in time. Time. Sita Mata had to wait. She had to go through certain emotions, you know. And at the right point in time, the bow was broken. So let's summarize it through bhajan, and I will just give you a brief metaphysical interpretation, devotees. Tulsidas, very nicely put it.
सिया के स्वयंवर सुहावन सुंदरी, सिया के स्वयंवर सुहावन सुंदरी। तब रघुपति आए जनक जी के नगरी, रघुपति आए जनक जी के नगरी। सिया के स्वयंवर सुहावन सुंदरी, सिया के स्वयंवर सुहावन सुंदरी। रघुपति आए जनक जी के नगरी, रघुपति आए जनक जी के नगरी। बड़े बड़े भूपति बाहल रख गई, गिर गई सिर के पगड़ी। बड़े बड़े भूपति बाहल रख गई, गिर गई सिर के पगड़ी। प्रथम बानसुर रावण आए, प्रथम बानसुर रावण आए। उठे नहीं धनुष, उठे नहीं धनुष, हंसे सारी नगरी। रघुपति आए जनक जी के नगरी, रघुपति आए जनक जी के नगरी, रघुपति आए जनक जी के नगरी। जुते नारायण जनकपुर के, एक से एक अपने गुण गाए। जुते नारायण जनकपुर के, एक से एक अपने गुण गाए। तब गुरु आज्ञा से उठे श्री रामचंद्र, गुरु आज्ञा से उठे श्री रामचंद्र, गुरु आज्ञा से उठे श्री रामचंद्र। तोरा दिने धनुष, तोरा दिने धनुष, हाँ तोरा दिने धनुष, चमक सारी नगरी, रघुपति आए जनक जी के नगरी, रघुपति आए जनक जी के नगरी। तुलसीदास भजो भगवान, तुलसीदास भजो भगवान। तू तो गई धनुष, तू तो गई धनुष, हाँ तू तो गई धनुष, आनंद सारी नगरी, रघुपति आए जनक जी की नगरी, रघुपति आए जनक जी की नगरी, ओ रघुपति आए जनक जी की। When the others came, devotees, Pratham Ravan Banasurai, Turnahi Dhanush, Hase Sari Nagari, everybody laughed at them. When Sri Ram came, Guru Agya se, through instructions of the Guru, Tora Dine Dhanush, Chamak Sari Nagari, everybody amazed. Tulsidas is saying, Tuta Gai Dhanush, Ananda Sari Nagari. Now the right thinking ones, all blissful, overjoyed. The Devata is happy because Sri Ram is going to marry Sita, and this will be the death bell, the death bell of Ravan when Sri Ram marrying Sita. That is the beginning of the end of Ravan, and that's the reason why Ravan also wanted to come to marry Sita. If I marry Sita, Ram can marry Sita, so I will live forever because of Srap and so on. So stupid. Any man can live forever. But when a person is very egoistic, negative, this is how you think. And actually, you embarrass yourself, you set yourself up, you self-destruct. Devotees, Sita was the most overjoyed of all. Tulsidas, he's saying, Sri Ram broke that bow, and now Sita Mata would be married to Sri Ram. But devotees, you ever observe that sometimes when you're about to get fulfillment, something still happens? Right? For the fulfillment, always something always happens even up to the end. And believe me, I prefer that happen, and when it happens, then things start to happen otherwise. Happened before, why? Oh, devotees, the kings present who couldn't even shake that bow, they decided that if we can't marry Sita like this by breaking, we will take her by force. And so they collected their weapons and they were about to attack Janak. They will attack Janak, attack Sri Ram. Who's Sri Ram? A afraid-looking young boy. We'll destroy them and take away Sita. Attitudes, devotees, negative intentions. But then into that assembly walked Parshuram, Sri Ram with the axe. Everything is according to plan, you know, devotees, the Lord's plan. When Sri Parshuram walked into that assembly, powerful looking, and he cried out, Janak! Calling out to Janak. You know, devotees, you ever see when the rat about to come out and you see the cat come, all them rat edge back inside the hole? Well, I never see that. You have to live in a place to have that, then you will see it. Devotees, all them kings like rats went back because they were all scared of Parshuram. Parshuram had destroyed the Kshatriya race 21 times. But still these fellows in them, that abhiman, that ego. But devotees are the deeper connotations. When Janak came before Parshuram, it's a blessing to see Parshuram. Ram and Parshuram, a great blessing, boy. But Parshuram in anger. Janak, who broke this bow? And devotees, you know, they say Lakshman hot mouth. Lakshman say, if you want to know who broke the bow, why don't come a little before, man? You now come and born hard who broke the bow? In other words, Lakshman instigating Parshuram. You know, devotees, and all this is tattva jnana. When a person in anger, you put fuel, or you put water to cool him down. And so devotees, there was a to and fro between Parshuram and Lakshman. And Parshuram took up the axe, said, Lakshman, I'll behead this boy. I'll behead him. And Lakshman said, you need talking, pak, behead me, no? Challenging him. But then Sri Ram, devotees, tattva jnana, Sri Ram said, bhai, chup chop. Quiet. And look at the difference in approach.
Sri Ram joined both hands together before Parshuram and said, O Holy One, it is I, your humble servant. Notice how he put it? Your humble servant, who I picked up this bow, I tried to string it, but it maybe too might eaten. Huh? And in my effort to string it, it broke into 2 pieces. It wasn't intentional. Then Parshuram realized, who could this be? That a bow of Shiva. Nobody could string that bow so. Nobody except Shiva. And Parshuram had a bow like that. He said, Sri Ram, here, string this bow. Another bow like exactly the one that was broken. Parshuram took that bow. Sri Ram took that bow. And he bent it and he strung it right and he pulled it. And that began to echo, vibrate. Parshuram recognized, who could this be? Who could this be? Parshuram recognized this is avatar manifestation. And it's like a light left him and entered into Sri Ram. And Parshuram took his axe and bow and he went away. That little incident put all them kings in a state of stay quiet, hide. If Parshuram bowed to Sri Ram, could you imagine the power of Sri Ram? You don't know it. And so devotees, Parshuram left, and violence was averted by his presence. And then Sita Mata devotees, she came with that mala, Jai Mala. Tulsidas summarized it, and we'll wrap it up here. Tulsidas is saying,
हे मूरति मधुरी मन में बसेरी मूरति मधुरी मन में बसेरी हो मूरति मधुरी मन में बसेरी हो छोटे चरण बरी बरी अखिया छोटे चरण बरी बरी अखिया धनुष उठावन कमर कसीरी धनुष उठावन कमर कसीरी मूरति मधुरी मन निबसेरी हो मूरति तोरयु धनुष जनक प्रण राख्यु तोरयु धनुष जनक प्रण राख्यु असुरन मन शंका धरीरी असुरन मन शंका धरीरी मूरति मधुरी मन निबसेरी हो मूरति जय माला प्रिय थारी जानकी जय माला प्रिय थारी जानकी रघुबर को पहराय हंसीरी रघुबर को पहराय हंसीरी मूरति मधुरी मन निबसेरी हो मूरति तुलसीदास प्रभु तुम्हारे दर्श को तुलसीदास प्रभु तुम्हारे दर्श को तीन लोक ध्वनि जय जय वसीरी तीन लोक ध्वनि जय जय वसीरी मूरति मधुरी मन में बसीरी मन में बसीरी हे मन में बसीरी मन में बसीरी हे मन में बसीरी हे मूरति मधुरी मन में बसीरी हो मूरति मधुरी मन में बसीरी हो मूरति मधुरी
Jai Mala. She took that Jai Mala, devotee smilingly placed it about the neck of Sri Ram. But that wasn't the marriage. Devotees, Dasharatha was informed Sri Ram had broken the bow and he should be married to Sita. And so they were expected to come at Bharat. And we won't go into all the details. 2 kings, their children are getting married. Dhoom dhams, as we see. Great elaboration, extravagantly. wedding procession came. And devotees, the elders at that point decided that Sri Ram broke the vow, he'll be get married to Sita. But when Sri Ram was born, as we say, when he appeared, 3 other brothers appeared at the same time, Bharat, Lakshmana, Shatrughan. So why marry one and leave the next 3 desperate? We don't know. So devotees, Sita Mata had a sister, whose name was Urmila, and Mandavi and Sutikirti, 2 other cousins. So Lakshman was married to Urmila. Sri Ram married to Sita, Lakshman to Urmila, Bharat to Mandavi, and Lakshman to Sutikirti. And devotees, some other time, all these are energies, powers, and all these Ram, Lakshman, Bharat, Shatrughan, there are certain principles, and the principles go with the powers in a deeper sense. We won't go into all that at some other point in time. Just to mention the depth of scriptures and devotees. And Sri Ram, the brothers got married, and after, we can imagine the wedding ceremony, devotees. And I don't know if you were there, but I was there. It was really beautiful. And after wedding and so on, devotees, Sri Ram returned to Ayodhya Puri, and it said, Jabate Ram Vyahi Ghar Aaye, Nitanava Mangala Mud Badhaye. When Sri Ram got married, returned to Ayodhya Puri. For 12 years as such, ecstasy every day, newfound enjoyment, merriment, bliss. Ecstasy in Ayodhya Puri. Devotees, the marriage of Sri Ram and his return to Ayodhya. Tulsidas wrote beautifully, devotees. But just to wrap it up here, I want to mention to all of us that that is Ayodhya Puri. That is historical fact. It took part more than 10,000 years ago. What does that mean to me? So just understand, the body is Ayodhya. It has everything to do with us. We all have different types of emotions in us, devotees. All types of emotions. I mean, I don't plan to get vexed. I don't plan to worry. These things are spontaneous. They reflect based upon external stimuli. So all these emotions we spoke about placed upon that bow. What is the bow? In the human being, that bow is a part of the hindbrain. We refer to as the medulla oblongata. So that is not Sanskrit, that is Latin. Medulla oblongata, part of the hindbrain that controls all reflex actions in the body. All like a blinking of the eyelid, the hiccoughing, the beating of the heart, the breathing, etc. Reflex. You don't pay attention, but these things keep on going over and over, over and over. And devotee, because of these things being reflex, all the emotions impact upon our mind. Yeah? Now if you go upon the right journey, you're getting closer to break that bow, as I mentioned, breaking the bow. Now Sri Ram is pure spirituality. You cannot use Ravan, ego, materialism to break that bow. It cannot happen. You crave for materialism, you get more sunk in that materialism, devotees. What can I say? Quicksand. You keep going deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper. Materialism, Ravan cannot break that bow. Sri Ram will break the bow. So in us, materialism cannot break that bow. Once ego is here, once materialism is dominant, you're caught up in the material world. That bow is here. So you're happy today, you cry tomorrow, you're worrying thereafter, different emotions. All the emotions were powers. And nearly everybody under this right now, different emotions, because we are very materialistic. So to build spirituality. Remember, as Sri Ram looked at that bow, when spirituality develops, approaching to that point of climax, what happens? You come to that point of thoughtlessness. Now, devotees, I like to use an example. When I was in U, when I write my exam, I wasn't bright now, you know what I mean? So when I write my exam, they put the list on the board of who passed. And I go on, me and if I pass, me and if I fail. You ever think about that? Now, some all do, all the shoulder pass, right? All the bright fellas. Like me, so now. When I watch it, you see at that point, before you see your name, you don't know yes, you don't know no. You ain't thinking nothing, your mind empty. If all never experienced that, all never pay attention to all yourself, no? Because everybody would have experienced that in life in some situation. Everybody. That point of thoughtlessness, nothingness. When you can come to that point, when spirituality approaches, then you come in to break that bow. When you break that bow, devotees, it's only when the bow is broken, could Sri Ram marry Sita. Sri Ram, Sita Mata in ourselves, Kundalini Shakti. Brahman Shakti could merge. Not otherwise. not otherwise. So you break the bow, it means you take charge of all the reflex. You control your heartbeat. You control your breathing. You control everything that is reflex. You make it control. It's within your power to do so. Yes, it is within our power. People don't believe that, huh? Because we make ourselves helpless. Break the bow. Now, devotees, even when the bow is broken, certain things happen. You see the earth start to rock? Right? If you don't have that proper power to control everything, you can become mad. This is why you see you have to go through the journey. Right? Yam, niyam, asan. You have to build up to reach to this point for this to take place, for this happening to take place inside. But even when that bow is broken, devotees, what happened? The kings want to attack. And who are the kings? Anima, Mahima, Laghima, Garima, Prapti, Parakamya, Ishit, Vashitva, 8 major yogic powers, 27 minor yogic powers. Many people like plenty power, they want power. The ability to become small as possible, huge as possible, light as possible, heavy as possible, access to all places, power, domination over all, Ashta Siddhi. These are the kings. They come to attack, they want to take Sita away. In other words, if the kings come, then Ram and Sita can't get married. Then, you know what? You're back to square one. Parshuram with the axe, the power of discernment. Critical self-analysis inside of us. That firmness, right? When Parshuram appeared, all the kings disappeared. I don't want any power. I don't want power. I want to reach to the point of non-duality. Because power comes today, it goes tomorrow. If I can reach to that point of non-duality, it is the high state. So if you don't have Parshuram, right? Last night I think I mentioned that in the satsang. The 10 major manifestations, spiritual evolution of man. Parshuram, power of discernment. If you have that, the kings, you can't kill them, but they go back into their hole. They stay there. And see Ram and Sita could get married. When that wedding takes place, Jabate Ram Byahi Ghar Aaye, Nitya Nava Mangal Mood Badhai. Right here, you experience joy, bliss, ecstasy. Ecstasy. You know why many of us are unhappy? And all kind of problem and thing? Because Sri Ram may marry Sita yet. Ravan still fighting to marry Sita. And you know what? Many of us do nothing about it. If it happens just so, never happen. Never. And devotees, what I'm putting to you is not only for Hindus, you know. It's worldwide, across all borders. Believe or don't believe. This is an inner journey. This is not religion. This is spirituality. This is the journey. This katha is not a story. It's more than that. It is a blueprint as to how we need to rise up beyond the ordinary. Break that bow. And so, no devotees, we take charge and we go forward. This point of non-duality. And until we come to that point, there is duality. So I laugh today, I cry tomorrow. Successful today, failure tomorrow. Meet today, separate tomorrow. The world of duality. But if you come to the point of non-duality, there is equanimity of mind. There is stability. None of these things affect you. But just remember, it cannot come unless spirituality develops. For only through spirituality can you break that bow, the medulla oblongata, that controls all reflex actions in the body. So, I want you all to understand when I say, why are you worrying about anybody else? But you have so much to worry about yourself. You have so much problem inside of you. So much you have to do inside of you. Why are you worrying about anybody? You worrying about nobody. You want to waste your life, you fix up. I have my journey to go on. So do you. In other words, devotees, so much to achieve. And so very little we do to achieve it and expect the world. Isn't that ignorance? Share ignorance? So it's in your court. Devotee, this katha relates to this Ayodhya and in us, every one of us. So, Sri Ram got married to Sita, and that is a universal principle, non-duality. Shiv Shakti, Ardhanarishwar, same concept. Radha Krishna, same concept. It's not a marriage, so to speak. It's a state to be achieved, coming together, non-duality. Devotees, whoever would listen to this katha with the right attitude, you'll go a step or two further. And whoever read it with the right attitude, You go many steps further. That is me. I am sure. I am sure. You see, when you read the Katha, you become involved in it, you become part of it. It's a journey. So devotees have to try to understand and take yourself to higher levels. Okay? So when we read of the celebration of Sri Ram and Sita marriage, some temples, they make all the husband and wife come back and get married again. Made them dress up in all kind of clothes. What kind of pakhand that is? Huh? Understand what you're about. It's a spiritual journey, not just material. When they get married, they'll set the date and then put the invitation, invite people and have reception after. But when you see you doing Ram and Sita, it's a spiritual journey. It all starts there. Okay, devotees? So this morning I want to conclude here. Bear it in mind. And I think on the 17th is Ram Sita Vivah Jayanti. When it happens, sorry. Right? And that is a very auspicious day. First, we won't have service on that day. So that's why I did the Katha from before. So don't waste your time. Reflect, pray, and try to get closer to your true Nitya. Let this Ayodhya experience bliss. Okay, devotees? So I conclude here. Bole Sri Raja Ramachandra ki Jai. Now, devotees, I just want to do one final bhajan, Panditu Maharaj. A long time I never sing it. I hope I didn't forget it. Okay? I won't explain it, but it's a meaningful bhajan. And you know, it tells us, let's leave it there. Preparation made for the Havan already? All right.
रमता रामयनीत कोई दिन याद करोगे रमता रामयनीत कोई दिन याद करोगे रमता रामयनीत कोई दिन याद करोगे याद करोगे याद करोगे याद करोगे याद करोगे रमता रामयनीत कोई दिन याद करोगे रमता रामयनीत कोई दिन आसन मार गुफा में बैठो आसन मार गुफा में बैठो यही भजन की रीत कोई दिन याद करोगे यही भजन की रीत कोई दिन याद करोगे रमता रामयनीत कोई दिन असल चंदन की धुनी खला दूं असल चंदन की धुनी खला दूं रंग महल के बीच कोई दिन याद करोगे रंग महल के बीच कोई दिन याद करोगे याद करोगे याद करोगे याद करोगे याद करोगे रमता रामयनीत कोई दिन याद करोगे पीता पीतम्बर की झोली सी माधु पीता पीतम्बर की झोली सी माधु रेशम तनिया खींच कोई दिन याद करोगे रेशम तनिया खींच कोई दिन याद करोगे रमता रामयनीत कोई दिन चंद्र सखी भजुपाल कृष्ण छवि चंद्र सखी भजुपाल कृष्ण छवि योगिया किसका मीत कोई दिन याद करोगे योगिया किसका मीत कोई दिन याद करोगे याद करोगे याद करोगे याद करोगे याद करोगे रमता रामयनीत कोई दिन याद करोगे रमता रामयनीत कोई दिन याद करोगे रमता रामयनीत कोई दिन याद करोगे
We should do procrastinate, but sometime I'll explain our bhajan. And if you, time doesn't allow it because you're not supposed to know it. So devotees will join together in our final havan. as we proceed to conclude. Little bit each time, Mala. When it's 5 more times, I will tell you. Om Ganganapataye Namah Swaha. Shri Gauri Mata Swaha. Shri Prithvi Mata Swaha. Panchalokpal Devaya Swaha. Om Namo Narayanaya Swaha. Om Namah Shivaya Swaha. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. Shri Suryari Naugrahadevaya Swaha. Brahmagnaye Namah Swaha. Om Hrim Sim Chandikaya Namah Swaha. Om Krim Kaliyai Namah Swaha. Mahalakshmi Mata Bhyo Namo Namah Swaha. Om Shrim Hrim Saraswatyai Swaha. Shri Ishwari Devi Swaha. Parameshwari Devi Swaha. Shitala Devi Swaha. Mahaanyapurna Devi Swaha. Mangala Devi Swaha. Chandi Devi Swaha. Mansa Devi Swaha. Om Hrim Shashti Devi Swaha. Sarva Devi Bhyo Namo Namah Swaha. Shri Hanumate Namah Swaha. Sita Ramachandrai Bhyo Namo Namah Swaha. Radha Krishnaya Namah Swaha. Ishtadevaya Swaha. Kuldevaya Swaha. Asthan Devaya Swaha. Gram Devaya Swaha. Itar Karam Pradhan Devaya Swaha. 5 times again. Vastu Devaya Swaha. 33 Karo Devta Bhyo Namo Namah Swaha. Sarva Devta Sarva Devi Bhyo Namo Namah Swaha. Anand Swarupaye Brahmane Namah Swaha. Om Sri Guruve Namaha Swaha. Wash your hands. Please all stand, devotees. Pick up the Purnahuti. We concentrate on Bhagwan Shankar. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shambhavaya Cha Mayubhavaya Cha. Namah Sankaraya Cha Mayaskaraya Cha. Shivaya Cha Shivtaraya Cha. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Purnamidah Purnamidam. Purnata Purnamudachyate. Purnasya Purnamadaya. Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Sarvam Vai. Purnagvam Swaha. Achman. Om Sarva Papa Harang Dibyam. Gangeyang Nirmalam Jalam. Achmanang cha maya dattam grihatam purushottamah brahmagnaye namah achmanam samarpayami. Bow to the flame. Devotees, we join together. Arati. While Arati is being done, you come forward, you get your vibhuti.
Om Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Jai Jagadish Hare Bhakta Jano ke Sankat Das Jano ke Sankat Chan mein dur kare Om Jai Jagadish Hare Jo jave phal paave
अज जनेश्वर यादव पायिनु शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरम् शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरम् प्रतिदिनं कुशलं जय मङ्गलम् प्रतिदिनं कुशलं जय मङ्गलम् मङ्गलं भगवान् विष्णु मङ्गलं गरुध्वज मङ्गलं पुण्डरीकाक्ष मङ्गलाय तनुहरिः ॐ आवाहनं न जानामि विसर्जनं पूजां चैव न जानामि क्षम्यतां परमेश्वर परमेश्वरी ॐ गच्छ श्रेष्ठ स्वस्थाने परमेश्वर यत् ब्रह्मादयो देवास्तत्र गच्छुतास्म ॐ लाभस्तेषां जयस्तेषां कुतस्तेषां पराजया येषामिन्दिवर्षां हृदयस्तु जनार्दनम् ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखात् भवेत् ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ गच्छ त्वं भगवन्नग्ने स्वस्थाने कुन्दं मध्यतः हुतम् आदाय देवेभ्यः शीघ्रदेहि प्रसीद मे ॐ तत्सत् ब्रह्मज्ञेय नमः ॐ त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव ॐ शान्ति 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 हरि ओम गर्व से कहो बोलिए श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय बोलिए श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय बोलिए श्री स्वाहा माता की जय शुभमस्तु blessings to all kindly be seated devotees. Devotees, this morning let me say blessings to Mala and Evans. They performed Havan this morning, and it's nice to see Rajesh and Chelsea also here, children joining together with them. Any special? So blessings to both of you, and devotees, let me say very special blessings to Pandit Umarat, for having joined us here this morning, accompanied me. Many of you know that from ever since he had been playing tabla for me. As last night he mentioned, more than 30-something years now. Yeah. And nice to have you on it. And whenever again, you can make it free. I don't want to bind you to any commitment. So I appreciate it very much. Blessings to you. And to all of you devotees, blessings for having joined us. Just to let you know, if you're not aware, this evening we're supposed to be having the recitation of the Gita at the Sri Ram Dham in Martin, and it will be carried live on IETV. So if you can't join us, you can join us on IETV. Different pundits we'll be chanting the Gita, 18 chapters. We'll start until 3 o'clock, I think it is, and we'll go until we're finished. So feel free to join us. If you can join us, yeah, it will be nice. So devotees, we look forward to seeing all of you next week Sunday morning, which hopefully will, well, if everything goes right, we have service, it will be the final service for the year. I don't know why I keep saying that, right? But it will be final service for the year, hopefully. So we look forward to seeing you. And then afterwards, we close until New Year's morning service. Okay? So we look forward to seeing you. Evans, Mala, tell them.
Blessings, devotees.